Hello everyone and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth. We've run into our pal Emma, and she is apparently not the witness we were looking for. So let's take a look around. Oh, I can't go any further back than that. Do I want to look at that? I don't want to look at that first. I want to save that for last. Where are you going, Mr. Edgeworth? We have to find the witness before that mean old werewolf does. Wait, what? You're right. The witness is supposed to be here in the stadium, but where? No, I'm not. I'm not trying to go that way. All right. I guess I'll look at that first. I assume this is another Badger mobile. Yeah, but it's a different color than the blue Badger's car. Yes, this retina-searing pink model. What's that off in the distance? Oh, it's the pink Badger! Oh, hey, it's the pink Badger! Badger, get! Badger, 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 Badger. Just what does she see in these silly things? She's gonna win the contest! Was the Badger handcuffed? I think this Badger has something to say to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Are you by chance the witness I've been searching for? Sorry, but I don't speak Badger dance. Nope. That's tough love. Yeah. Oh no! Oh, it's old bag Goldberg. Not what I was expecting. Can't you take being inside that? I can't take being inside that stuffy head anymore. You're... No! Why her? Why here? Why now? I first met this woman 3 years ago. She was a witness in one of my cases. She has since gone out of her way to pop up unexpectedly and cause me great grief. Oh, Wedgie Poo, why couldn't you understand what I was trying to tell you? I mean, really? I was trying so hard to keep the kids' dreams alive by staying in character, but you couldn't pick up on what I was trying to convey to you. I'm sick and tired of that roundabout way of talking, so I'm just gonna be direct. I had a bad feeling before, but this just made it official. Today has gone beyond the typical not my day into the realm of walking nightmare. So you're a friend of Mr. Edgeworth too, Ms. Pink Badger? You could say that, but right now I'm just the Pink Badger, dearie. She may look the part, but I know better than to trust my eyes around this woman. My name's Wendy, old bag. But you can call me Wendy, or Granny. Whatever suits your fancy. Nice to meet you, Miss Old Bag. I'm Kay Faraday. What do I care about a young whippersnapper like you? Yeesh, I was just trying to be polite. Oh, no. This is horrible. Yeah, I can't stop doing things. Weren't you a security guard at one of the Gatewater hotels the last time we met? I go where I'm needed. I'm very good at what I do, unlike the youth of today. I get called in all the time to fill in where there aren't enough hands. But enough about me, Edgy Poo. I'm thoroughly dejected right now. I finally get the chance to see you again, and here you are talking with two young girls. Men are all the same. It doesn't matter how old they get. With young girls, I did this the other day. Notice me. He went and got... I can't even... Wow. You seem to attract all sorts of interesting people, Mr. Edgeworth. You're not wrong. Oh, I want to go back and read all that. Slow that down. Ugh. Okay, please, I'm begging you. By all means, do not provoke her any further. Well, we still need to engage. Aren't you forgetting about something, Mr. Edgeworth? This person could be the witness. No, they're not the witness. We got a thing. We need to get, no, not that thing. We have a thing though, but it's not anything important. We just gotta, that's the end of that bit. Honestly, I hope she isn't, but I don't think fate is going to be so kind today. I saw what happened. I even saw the exact moment it happened. How's that? So it's true. She is the witness. I don't suppose I can afford to ignore the old bag. Oh yes, it was just a little while ago. I saw it happen right in front of me. The moment of the murder. You mean to say you witnessed someone being killed right before your eyes? Sounds like a pretty important piece of testimony to me. Oh no. What old bag witnessed? Oh no. I just came to the stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other in that area. Suddenly there was a loud gunshot and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. Perfect. Sounds good. Gotta go. Looks like you hit the jackpot, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I can't afford to ignore what she has to say. Unfortunately. What's that unfortunately you tacked on at the end supposed to mean, Edgy Poo? Well, anyway, let's see what we can find out from this little old lady. You mean you took a break from being the pink badger? You may not think it, but it's hard work keeping kids' dreams alive. You smell a sweat, your hip creaks with pain, you even begin to dream about work. Yeah, that's true. That's just life. That's the kind of story that would scar a child for life, you know. Well, that's why I chose to come take my break here, whippersnapper. I don't plan on playing the part of the dead badger in front of a bunch of kids. So what did you see while you, the pink badger, were resting? Oh yes, that, well... Two men facing each other. You saw two men. Can you describe them for me? They looked like your average Joes, completely uninteresting and not worth fawning over. I'm telling you, they were so boring that I don't even remember much beyond that. But do they have any special features? Anything you can recall would be very helpful. Oh my, don't tell me you're jealous of those two men. Yes. Hey, she's right. You do seem pretty worked up over that, Mr. Edgeworth. I love that she just switched sides. I can't think of the exact episode, or like context, but I remember that happening in Scrubs, where, JD, the main character, is standing on one side, talking with one person to another person, and then is like just flips around and is like, "Yeah, how could you?" I can't think of the exact context. It's been a while since I've seen that show, but I'll never forget that because it pops into my head a lot. I am not worked up over here, and I'm not jealous. It's alright, Edgy Poo. Those two were just fools compared to a stallion like you. I thought so little of them that I lost interest in the instant I laid eyes on them. You're claiming to have seen the exact moment in which the murder took place. Absolutely, that gun made a terrible racket when it was fired. You didn't try to go help the person that got shot? I'm only one person, you smart alecky brat. What could I have done? But I took off as soon as I could find someone who could help. Two men, one bullet. It's all consistent with what we found out from the body. Sadly, there wasn't exactly a lot of new information to go on in your testimony. Well, if I saw the guy again, I could identify him for you. I mean, how do you expect me to remember anything without something to jog my memory? Self-centered, aren't we? Well, it was somewhat useful. Her testimony also presents us with a new problem. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? So about this new problem, what is that giant grin on your face for? Do you want me to show you something really nice? No, thank you. Don't be so mean. I swear it's something you're going to like. What What is that gadget you're holding? It's called a phone, dude. What you see before you is a secret weapon of a great thief. Ah, I should have known it would be worthless. Ah, don't be like that. What now? What do you think now? What is it doing? It's projecting something into the air. I'm going to input the necessary information to run the simulation now. Once I'm done, I'll increase the size of the projection to its maximum size. What is happening? Dark skies of evening, when no other bird dares take wing, one alone remains all-seeing. Now, witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. What is this? This is a recreation of the murder based on the info I inputted into Little Thief. That's amazing. Oh my god. I love all of this. Little Thief, I dare say I think you're taking the Robin Hood thing a bit too far. Little Thief is actually meant to be a simulator for me to plan my thefts. But I suppose if I used it like this... Let's see, Miss Oldbag said the two men were facing each other, and then a gunshot rang out and the victim fell to the ground. Okay. Ah, so with this we can inspect the crime scene as it was in the past. See, so what do you think? I have to say I'm impressed by the technology thieves have access to these days. Well, it is the super secret weapon of the mighty Yatagarasu. Indeed. Oh, but if there isn't enough information or something is out of place, the recreation could come out a little strange. In other words, I can use this to authenticate the validity of a witness's testimony. You got it. You really catch on quick, Mr. Edgeworth. This is neat. It makes no freaking sense whatsoever, but this is neat. Right now, the simulation is a recreation of that witness's testimony. So for now, I should re-examine everything. And if I find anything illogical or strange, I can then ask for clarification. This is really cool. Feel free to examine anything in the simulation in the way you always do. You can even present evidence when you find a contradiction. And if you find something, I've got Little Thief with me, so just let me know, okay? Oh, this is neat. Okay. Oh, can I talk to you? Do you have anything to say? Recreate. Yeah, tell me about this. So you believe that this gadget will provide us with the proof we need? Yeah, of course. Pretty neat, huh? By inputting info like this, it can recreate the crime scene exactly as it was. Although, Little Thief was originally intended to be a training sim for heists. A training sim for thievery? I don't believe I can turn a deaf ear to that, Kay. Bah, it's for practice. Practice. It's not like I've actually stolen anything yet. Besides, we're in the middle of an investigation, so stop nitpicking. Even if it is just for practice, I can't exactly endorse the act of stealing. Although, admittedly, this device is rather useful in an investigation. So how am I supposed to use this to aid my investigation? Oh, that's right. I guess I should explain how to use it, huh? Objects outlined in yellow are things that are not present in our time, but were in the past. Things outlined in dotted lines are things that exist now, but didn't in the past. You see? You can examine and interact with replicated people and objects as you normally do. You can even present evidence whenever you find an inconsistency. Oh, and be sure to point out mistakes in the recreation with evidence, too. Very well, let's continue with the investigation. If there's something you don't get about Little Thief, feel free to ask anytime, okay? Cool. This is neat. Examine the body. According to the testimony, the victim fell to the ground here. That's right, but if that's the case, then we've already found our first contradiction. Huh? What? Where? If this is the real scene of the crime, there's something missing that should be here. Which piece of evidence shows the missing item? The blue Bashroom-mobile? The only thing I can think of... I think it's this. This is the contradiction. Is something wrong with my recreation? If this is the real scene of the crime, something specific should be here. Think back, how did we deduce that the other crime scene was not the real one? Because of a lack of blood, so it should be blood here. Oh, I get it. I get what's missing now. There's no blood on the ground here either. Right, the fact that there's no blood here casts doubt on the witness's testimony. Oh, Edgy Poo, how can you doubt me like that? Are you calling me a liar? I know what I saw, and I saw the victim get shot down. You know, I don't think she's lying, Mr. Edgeworth. To be honest, I can't think of a reason why she would lie to me. In that case, maybe there's another explanation for the distinct lack of blood. Oh, the rain. It was a heavy rain we had. It probably got washed away. It's a silhouette of the killer with his gun at the ready. Okay, is it not possible to recreate the face of the killer? Well, I can't exactly input what we don't know as a little thief. He has a point. Oh, can I talk to you? This is amazing. Just feel the power of science. Oh, you have nothing. Oh, do you have anything? No. What is this? Some sort of new attraction? Oh, you got nothing either. Alright, we're looking for things with a yellow outline. Anything here? Oh, wait. Looks like they broke the stage down. The stage I saw this morning in the center of the stadium has been packed away. Okay. I guess this means they're done for the day. Or maybe it's because a different show is scheduled to start its run tomorrow. Do you have anything? What do we have in logic? It's been a minute. Oh shoot. We're gonna BRB because my Wii U gamepad is dying, so give me 1 second to get that plugged in. Okay, we're plugged back in. Alright, so let's see, what logic do we have? Following kidnapper's prints led us to a body. Was the victim in a costume? The stage I saw this morning in the center of the stadium has been packed away. Why is there no blood around the victim's prone body? I feel like I'm missing something. Why is there no blood around the victim's prone body? The stage was packed up. I don't think the stage being packed up helps. Alright, let's look around a little bit more. Can't look at that. Alright, there's nothing. There's nothing else to look at. Maybe this again? I'm fairly convinced that the victim was killed here, but why is there no blood? There must be some explanation for this contradiction. Perhaps I should go over all the information I've gathered one more time. Okay, so I think I just need to put it together and see what happens. And why is there no blood? Or is it what? Stage was packed up, maybe? There's no blood because he was in the costume. That's why. Okay. Is it not possible that the victim was wearing a costume? So you really think that Mr. Deacon was one of the kidnappers? I think we can reasonably assume there's a very good chance that he was. And that if he was shot while he was inside one of those costumes, then Mr. Deacon's blood would be inside the costume instead of the ground. Precisely. Now, if only we could prove that the victim was wearing a costume. You'd think it'd be pretty easy if we could find some footprints. But the problem is finding them, since there doesn't seem to be any around. Footprints, huh? I wonder how we can go about finding some of those. Alright. So I feel like we got nothing out of that. So much logic do we have now? We just have the stage was packed up. You have anything? This is amazing. Oh, yeah, you said that. The footprint in it. Okay. I was wondering, because I remembered that from Apollo Justice. I had a feeling that she was going to do that. Emma, about that method you were talking about for finding footprints. Oh, I dropped the stylus. Crap. Oh well. Finally, my expert knowledge in forensics is needed. Yes, well, can you detect and trace even partial footprints? Leave it to me. My cutting-edge detection kit can find anything. Very well, if you could please analyze the footprints in this area. Okay, stand back now and witness the power of science at work. Okay. So we're back here. Hey, I found something. Look right here. I don't see anything. Oh, that's right. Here, put these special glasses on, Mr. Edgeworth. These footprints here were definitely left by a badger costume. Judging by the way the prints are layered, these seem to be the newest. Then we can conclude that the victim was definitely wearing a costume at the time. There we go. Okay, in that case, I'll update Lilith these simulation parameters. I can't wait to see what we find out from this new info. Okay. Oh, investigation complete. Cool. So the victim was wearing a costume when he died. And with that, we should be able to step closer to the truth, right? I see the recreation has changed in accordance with the new information. We may be closer, but now something else has caught my attention. Yo, what do you want? Your testimony, naturally. I'd like to hear it one more time, if you please. I came to the stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other in that area. Suddenly there was a loud gunshot and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. So does this mean that Miss Oldbag's testimony has a contradiction in it? Yes, and I believe our best course of action is to compare it with your recreation. See, I just knew Little Thief would be of help. Now let's see if we can pull more info from Miss Oldbag put into the recreation. For that we must first find the contradiction in her testimony. Okay. I feel like I know what it is. So I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw two men facing each other in that area. It's weird that she wouldn't mention the costume. Right? Two men, how did you know the gender of the two people involved? Seeing as how the victim was wearing a costume at the time. Furthermore, I have another matter I'd like to inquire about. I'd very much like to know why you failed to mention the costume in your testimony. I'm beginning to doubt if you really witnessed the murder at all. But I'm telling you, I really did see it. I saw it with my very own eyes. From a seat in the second tier. The second tier. Hey, didn't you say you saw it right in front of you earlier? Oh, that was it. You know, I was using the phrase in the metaphorical sense. I see your witness still has screw loose in the metaphorical sense. The cushy seats in the second tier are reserved for hotshot VIPs, which is exactly why I go there now and again to take a nap. I can't see how you could have gotten a good look from there. It's so high up. Were you able to see even the victim's costume from way up there? Oh, well, I know I saw 2 people, but I couldn't really see what they looked like because they were in the stage's shadow. Oh. It was hard to make out the killer and victim that Oldberg saw in the stage's shadow. I feel like that contradicts something too. My eyesight isn't what it used to be, you know. Not like when I was young. People spot a good man from 100 paces. Also, but easy, careful, girl. Let's return to our investigation, shall we, Kay? You got it. And we'll begin this investigation in the next episode. Alright, so I feel pretty good about the idea that... Oh, did Lance kidnap himself? The fake name is the only thing that makes me think that maybe Lance didn't kidnap himself. And that the butler was like waiting for a good moment. That could be. I don't know. My number one thought is that Lance kidnapped himself. We'll see. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.